What's Happening Hoax Show is filmed before a live audience and is brought to you by nunboys.com and GPS Photography and Video, gpsphotoandvideo.com. What's happening, Hope? I'm Glenn Young, and I'm alongside Pastor Al Anderson, Mckintosh, and we're at 399 Oakdale Ginn Road. And take me from there. What is at 399 Oakdale Ginn Road?
Raeford, Hope County's first soup kitchen, and it's called the Open Door Soup Kitchen.
The Open Door Soup Kitchen. And what's the purpose of it?
The purpose of the Open Door Soup Kitchen is to feed those that have no food left on their budget, money for foods. We organized this because we saw a need.
It's a great thing that you're doing, Pastor. What inspired you, though? I mean, how did you acquire the building? What was your support that you had from the city and the county?
What inspired us was my job. I'm a substance abuse facilitator and a counselor of a group.
Right.
And in that group, I heard an outpour from the community asking for help as far as food is concerned. And these people were constantly looking for food banks where they could go and acquire food to feed their families.
Mm-hmm.
I also found myself coming out of pocket several times, to the point that I said, well, let me do a little bit better than that. Instead of giving them one meal, let me try to put something together where we can feed them on a daily basis.
Now, on a daily basis, your hours are from 10 to 6?
Hours are from 4 o'clock p.m. to 6 p.m.
4 to 6 p.m.
5 days a week, from Monday to Friday.
That is great. I mean, that is excellent. What's your average people that you serve on a daily basis, or I guess a weekly basis?
On a weekly basis, based on just statistics last week alone, we served 77 meals.
Wow.
And when I looked at the stats coming into this week, by the middle of the week, which was Wednesday, we had already served 37 families.
Wow.
People, not families.
Now, when did this all start? What was your start date?
Our start date was May the 11th, 2015.
Wow. So as you found out, when school let out, did you see a higher influx of people? Because with no school lunches going on on a daily basis, kids didn't have a lunch. Did your numbers spike then, or just basically stayed the same?
Our numbers pretty much stayed the same. We had a few children come here and there, but what I found out was that Hope County cares about their children. They have several programs already in place. The backpack program. There's several churches in the community that had lunch programs for the children, and the school, through the programs that they have put in place, they were able to serve children breakfasts in the morning, which based on talking to some of the people at the Board of Education recently, I found out that a lot of children did not take advantage of these things.
Wow. And is it a thing you think that people are ashamed, or they don't know?
I believe it's a little bit of both. I believe pride is one of the biggest issues, because these people here have a lot of pride when it comes down to asking for things. And I say that's mainly because when we first started out, a lot of people didn't know what a soup kitchen was. Because if they needed a meal, they could always go to mama's house or grandma's house and get a meal. And so they never felt like they had to ask anyone for food. And the other thing, the issue is not knowing. We found out that a lot of people had never heard of a soup kitchen, had no idea what a soup kitchen was. I've been asked on several occasions, how much does it cost? It's free. We're trying to get the point across that this food is free. You don't have to pay a dime for it.
399 Oakdale Ginn Road, Carolina Blue House. You can't miss it. Volunteers. Tell me about the number of volunteers you have, because no one is salary. This is out of the goodness of their heart and something that people want to do.
And we find we've been getting a large influx of volunteers lately, because now that they know that we're here and we're serious about this cause, people are asking to come on board. Churches are teaming up with us to help us out as far as setting up schedules for their members to come in and serve, and also we do a delivery. We deliver foods. We deliver plates, and it started off around 4, and now we're up to 11 meals that we deliver every day. I'm remorse to have to say this, but the system somehow is failing, because we have young people that are actually sick and cannot serve themselves or cannot get up and fix a meal. That Meals on Wheels will not serve them because of their age, and this is what I'm being told by them.
Normally Meals on Wheels is an elderly program.
Right. And so we have some young people that are disabled that need food. And so we've been serving a few of them as well to substantiate the situation that they're going through and help them in order to have a well-balanced meal every day. And our meals consist of a complete, well-balanced meal of starch, vegetables, and meat. And most of the time we give them dessert as well. Fruits and vegetables, we make sure there's plenty.
I'm at 399 Oakdale Ginn Road, special edition of the What's Happening Hope Show. We're going to come back. We're going to talk a little bit more about who's involved with the funding of this. So we'll be right back. What's Happening Hope? Glenn Young, and I'm alongside Pastor Al Anderson. And we're Al Anderson Mckintosh.
Yes, sir.
I'll get your name right. And we're talking about the soup kitchen. It's located on 399 Oakdale Ginn Road. And it's for everybody. It's free. If you have a need, don't be ashamed. Come down there during the week, 4 to 6 p.m., Monday through Friday.
That's correct.
Pastor, I want to continue on and tell me about your volunteers. And how can people volunteer?
Well, first of all, you can volunteer by calling the numbers that we'll give you before we close out. And we've had quite a few volunteers come on recently. We started off with just our church members. Church members is the way we started this. And through their help, people have added to this ministry. And I call it a ministry. At the same time, I call it a community event, because it's open for the whole community. And so we ask everybody to feel free to come in. We've had several people that say, well, what do I tell them when I'm going over there? Who do I tell them's in charge? Just tell them that you're a part of this. Because this is because you're a part of the community, you can attach your name to it without anybody coming at you saying, well, wait a minute, you're not a part of this, this is their ministry. No, this is our ministry as a community. We've had people like Mr. Edward Sullivan and Megan Jones, who have come in and helped us tremendously. They brought in meals, complete meals, not just a small donation. They've actually cooked meals and brought them in here. Hams and string beans and potatoes, mashed potatoes and things of that nature. A complete meal. Homemade pies and stuff. People are sending in all types of donations. We've had churches bring us pounds. And when I say pounds, we had one church come in here, Booker T. Johnson, he came in and bought a whole truckload of food. About 1,500 pounds of food. Bishop Harlell Johnson, he came in and he brings us our bread and bagels and things of that nature. So there's all types of.
A lot of people are starting to getting involved in Catching Fire. It's important to know you've been up since May 11th.
Yeah, May 11th.
And you went right through the holidays as well?
Went through the holidays with help from the Board of Education, who took care of all the turkeys during their Thanksgiving and Christmas.
That's typically one of the hardest times as well.
And we had a lot of people that we served during Thanksgiving as well as Christmas. And it was a great event, and it was a great time to be of service to the community.
Now, it's important to note that if you're a high school senior, typically they got that senior project, and they got to get them volunteer hours in. Hey, now here's a place, and I'm going to leave the number out there on the video. Now you can get here and get those hours done and come down here and volunteer for something that's worthwhile and that's going to inspire you to do more in your community. and feel good about yourself doing it. So knowing that you're helping someone.
And I just want to say, yes, the Board of Education has sent out a couple high school students last year, and they actually helped us in our community garden, which is located behind our church a couple doors down.
So you got a garden as well, that
Yes,
you raise
sir.
vegetables.
Yes.
So now who's out there working that garden? You out there?
I started it off. I got out there, but I'm an old city boy, and me and the dirt, we didn't get along too well.
Wow.
So I asked people from the community to come in and help. And now we have a young man by the name of Marty Jackson who's volunteered to just take over that ministry and work the garden and go out
Now,
there.
what's some of the things he's planting? Because it's getting near planting season, March.
Yes.
You know, hey, look at the Farmer's Almanac.
Hey, tomatoes will be out there. You'll have cucumbers and string beans, okra.
Wow.
Just about anything you can think of as far as vegetables. We even tried some watermelons, but they didn't do too well. The grass,
Really?
the grass took over our garden because, like I said, I really didn't know what I was doing, so I had to go and ask the specialists to come in, those that are more seasoned in that area. But they came, and this fall we had collards and mustards and turnip greens, which Mr. Jackson took care of.
Well, I'm sure this is something that's going to take off and grow. But first and foremost, you are a pastor.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about your church.
My church is a small church. God bless us. Small beginnings. We started off small, but we're a church that's loaded with ministry. We do prison ministry, hospital ministry, nursing home ministry. We have excuse me, we got so many of them.
But you go out like Autumn Care into the Hope County Jail and
We go to Scotland County.
Scotland County. Okay.
Scotland County Prison. We go to the prison, and we do Carolina rehab over in Cumberland County. I'm a chaplain at First Health, more regional.
Okay.
And but this soup kitchen has been the heart of our ministry. We love it. We enjoy doing it, and the people are being blessed by it. I just want to send a special shout out to John Norman and his wife Carol, who's came on board with us in the last month or so, and they have opened so many doors. They have blessed us. Every day he's calling me 3-4 times a day. I got this for you. I got that. I just picked up some more food. I got another contact. He's just been a blessing to the ministry.
That's great.
And we ask everyone, regardless of what church you are, we're not trying to find church members
we're trying to find
we
people
know
need
that
help.
our church is beyond the doors.
Right.
And so we invite the whole community to come in and be of the ministries, be a part of the ministries, not the church, but the ministries.
Open Door Soup Kitchen. Talk to me about funding, inspections from the county. What's been the pushback or what's been the support?
Well, when we first started out, the board, the Hope County Health Department, when they found out what we were doing, it was like a godsend. They said, "You're serving what? You're doing what?" They said, "Do it. We're not going to stand in your way. Do it." And so we began from that point, and afterwards we connected with Second Harvest Food Bank in Fayetteville, and they required that we have Safe Serve, which we have the Safe Serve certificate, and we do a every 18-month inspection. They come in and they inspect the place. We have pest control and all of that stuff in place. We haven't seen anything. And,
So you've gone through your first inspection or about to come up on your first?
our first inspection will come up this year, around towards the end, I think around October, if I'm not mistaken. And we have been able to get support in that area as far as people coming in volunteering their time just to keep the place clean and make sure that every day everything is spotless.
Open Door Soup Kitchen, 399 Oakdale Ginn Road. When we come back, Pastor, I'm going to get your final thoughts.
Thank you, sir.
What's happening, Hope? Glenn Young, and I'm alongside Pastor Al Anderson Mckintosh. We're at 399 Oakdale Ginn Road, and we're talking today about the free Open Door Soup Kitchen. And Pastor, we left off, we want to talk about the funding.
Okay. Also, a lot of the funding has came from fundraisers. We ran 2 bike rallies in Fort Bragg and another group over in Raeford, Fayetteville.
The military community has reached out as well.
Yes, the military has been a great help. Fort Bragg has helped us to do 2 two bike rallies. We raised the first one excess over $500. The second one, we did not do it to raise money. We did it to do a coat donation for the winter. We did it on December the 12th, and we donated coats to our children in school. And they came out and they donated so many coats. It was wonderful, man.
Wow.
We had a yard full of people that came out, and all the coats left the same day.
Well, that's good.
But that was a blessing. As far as fundraisers, we have planned this year to have more fundraisers, which includes the bike rally later on this summer. And right now, for our anniversary, we're planning a walkathon. But even before that happens, we're doing a 3-on-3 basketball tournament. Right
now, you going to do it at the high school, or where are you going to do that?
The tournament's going to be in Robin Heights, over at Outdoor Park out there.
Okay.
In Robin Heights, that'll be March the 12th. Excuse me, the 14th. 14th of March.
Okay.
And then right after that, we will be we'll be putting together a walkathon to raise money to fund this soup kitchen. And because there's some things that we definitely need. I shared.
There's a lot of big things happening. Yeah. And speaking of donations, some of the donations needed. Get my glasses here. You're not trying to be. Speaking of pride, I'm trying to have my glasses. Delivery pickup van.
Yeah, we definitely need
more food donations, fundraiser support, radio time on AM 1400. That's our Raeford station here. An office desk, a large deep freezer, more volunteers, aprons, plastic gloves, hair nets, paper items, plastic cups, paper towels, utensils, sundry items, essentially. Substation to feed other areas in Hope County. Help in the spring and the fall with the community garden, and of course, you want a push lawnmower.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll put this list out there. Hope County, it's time for us to get involved. If you know you want to help, please do so. Don't be ashamed if you know you need a meal, place to come and eat and fellowship, and just give them a call.
Yeah.
I mean, reach out to what the pastor's trying to do. There's a good thing going, and we're gonna keep it going. No doubt that it's gonna grow, Pastor.
Thank you.
Pastor Al Green Mckintosh, and you can reach him at.
Not Al Green. Now that's the.
I said Al Green. You saw I slipped that in there. I was gonna see what you were gonna say.
Al Anderson.
Al Anderson Mckintosh, not Al Green, but they're both pastors, so you see I could have got that. Okay. Al Anderson Mckintosh, 404-971-7408, or give John Norman a call, 863-512-0272. And again, it's free. The Open Door Soup Kitchen, 399 Oakdale Ginn Road.
Yes.
Pastor, thanks for letting me come out and talk to you. You're doing a great thing.
Thank you, sir.
I wish you God's blessings and Godspeed.
Thank you very much.
We'll talk to you soon. I'm sure you're going to get a lot of feedback.
Thank you.
Look for this on the What's Happening Hope YouTube channel. I'm Glenn Young, and more to follow. If you got a story out there that needs to be told, we'll get out there and get on air, get it here on the air. Give me a call at 910-257-0526. Till next time, we'll talk soon.